Hello and welcome to part 2 of Finding the Real You. In the last episode, I talked about my experience of attending a revival event by Nikki Cruz, and also shared how that evening, that event actually also contributed to my path, my spiritual path. So in the same frame of finding the real you, I'm going to still do a little bit more of that story, a little bit after the event actually, because I just want to share how our experiences, even some of our traumas, really contribute to the tapestry of who we are and what we have to offer. So that's what I'm going to do now, is read a little bit more from My Story, My Soul in the chapter Finding the Real You. One of the reasons that I attended that revival was because my friend knew that I'd been attacked. I had an incident where there was a brutal sexual assault, and she thought this might help me. So, and in a lot of ways it did. So, I do refer to that in this story, just to give you a bit of backstory on when it comes up. Nikki's story was activating the trauma of a recent sexual assault and triggering all the domestic violence and sexual abuse from my past as a child. Nikki's story and purpose were influencing my story, my archetypal patterning, and my life purpose. After that night, I decided to read the Bible. The stories gave me comfort, clarity, and a deeper insight into my own spiritual life. And I'm really grateful I read it, because it gave me exactly what I needed at that time. My understanding really did grow from immersing myself in such a rich body of spiritual texts. I didn't become a born-again Christian or even start going to church, but my life did change from that point on. I had an awakening, and now my spiritual focus was even stronger. I felt more purposeful and connected. My awakening brought me to a new experience in reality. I had become a child of the light. The Nikki Cruz experience was indeed significant and powerful, but for me, I knew there must be more to living a spiritual life than just reading the Bible. So, and that's not to discount or negate anybody's Christian beliefs or anything about reading the Bible. I'm just using that as an example to talk about my own experience and how it put me on purpose. Like I said earlier, in the other chapter, paragraph was talking about wanting to go to church. So I was seeking spiritual guidance. or a connection to a higher aspect of myself. And I think that is what we need to understand about, finding the real you is dropping away the layers of the manufactured self that comes about by who we are told to be. And fortunately, I had an experience, or my experience through my childhood was very liberal in a sense, where I had the opportunity to go and do things by myself. And that's part of my purpose, because I did have that, and also didn't have a dad around for most of my life. I didn't have that authority as a female, so I was really quite independent in that sense. So which is what I love to teach other women, is to not have to seek permission to be the real you, or keep looking outside of yourself. Sometimes we do look outside of ourselves only to find that what we really need is in here. The real you is in here. So that's what these videos are about, is helping to, helping you to see that the real you really does matter, and being on purpose equals power, in the sense that not authority power, but actually your own power, authority over your own life, gives you back your power. So I look forward to doing these with you on a weekly basis, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and perhaps, like I said, we'll see you one day online, or maybe in the flesh. Bye for now.